my God, you went extremely far back.
There was an explosion. You just saw it right there. 2 explosions, actually, right at the finish line of the Boston Marathon. That is the sound of what we can only assume is the second explosion, clearly. As a result, dozens, if not more, people gravely hurt. And this happening literally, as you can see in the middle of your screen, runners just running down Boylston, crossing the line. This happened within the past about 35, 40 minutes. We do know that the medical tents were immediately full with people not from running the marathon, but people who were sitting on or near the grandstand right where this explosion happened, blowing out the windows of multiple businesses in that area. We do know that these injuries are grave, very severe. As a result, the Mass Ave Bridge has been closed. The marathon has been temporarily suspended, and service on Green Line between Kenmore and Park Street has been canceled, or right now suspended, rather. And you're looking at video of moments after the explosion, the throng of police officers and probably just passers-by and people who were there watching the race, and maybe even members of the media, just trying to get those stands and that debris off of people who you can pretty much make out are under there. So again, 2 explosions at the Boston Marathon finish line is happening within about the last 40 minutes. We've got several crews there on the scene. We are hearing from witnesses as well, and that these injuries were severe, that people were seen just running and scattering away from, as you can imagine, just running away from the scene, really not knowing what to think. We do know that the patients, some of the first patients are arriving or have arrived at our local hospitals, including MGH. That entire area there near the finish line has been cordoned off, understandably so, as police and fire investigators try to get to the bottom of exactly
Dante might be at the marathon.
And, of course, to keep people clear from the scene. We don't know
Yeah,
the cause.
he wasn't at the Rosie
why
one.
this happened. Adam, you mentioned earlier, it's a very good point to keep in mind. Obviously, our first thoughts when this happens, especially at an event like this, arguably the most known, most notable of marathons who run around the world, certainly one of them, that your first instinct is to say, oh my gosh, this was intentional. However, we do know as a result of the marathon, because of all the television production and generators, possibly speakers that go into putting this together, a lot of wires, a lot of electricity running in that area. So right now we just don't know. What we do know that there were 2 loud explosions, very powerful explosions, and we have a lot of people hurt, and we're just trying to stay on top of this and try to figure